Anyone else stumble upon those videos where the lady is calling the churches and asking if they'll help her 2-month-old baby that hasn't had formula in a day? If you haven't, look it up, but most churches say no. The ones I've noticed that say yes are the Islamic Center and people with minority-based populations. It seemed like there was a mostly black church. They said yes. One lady was Hispanic, you could tell. She said yes. She was going to pay for it herself. But the rest of them, mostly white Christians, told her to check food banks or call other churches.
This is a video that I'm definitely going to be making for the simple fact it's true that a lot of other religions or other like groups of people are way more supportive than the unorthodox Christians. And it doesn't make any sense. I'm not trying to put race inside of this. The gentleman made it clear himself. Black churches have always been welcome into every race to come through the door that actually want to actually help. Genuine black churches. I'm not talking about the mega churches. I'm not talking about the ones that just strictly, oh, it's just a black person church. No. A lot of black or minority based churches are very welcoming with food drives, with clothing, with baby formula as this situation is going on. And you see that it is a shift of people that don't really want to help. When you go into this in a more retrospective, even the Muslims are very much more helpful than a lot of, I'm sorry to say, and I don't mean to be contradicting when I say this, but with white churches. Like, for example, prime example, I live in Texas. The most major, biggest church here is Joel Osteen's church. When the hurricanes happened a couple of years back, this motherfucker wouldn't open up his doors to help the city of Houston worth a damn. He did not. Then, not to mention, when renovators came in to come to fix his church or some shit, they found millions of dollars inside of his wall. But you wouldn't help a single person. You can cry on command on live TV. For 30 minutes, you're teaching me about the Bible, and you can cry on command, but you won't help the people that's in your community. The church is supposed to be that foundation inside the community that helps no matter what. For people that can help you with bills. It's a connection and a network for people that are either more better than, successful, or well off, that helps the need. People that need faith. People that need, a building or a group of a community to help them. And you see that now that that's not a thing. But you see inside of a lot of the low income or very much more diverse group that are willing to open up their doors and help. Black people have been welcoming to every person because we don't see race inside of the church that often. We see people that follow the same faith as us. As somebody who is a Christian, I have never been discriminatory against somebody that is in need. Black, white, Asian, whatever race that, Hispanic, whatever race that is. And you're seeing that now. It's a far cry when you have people that are turning their backs on people that are in the needy. This is a call to action that if you are a churchgoer or you are a pastor or you're a deacon, a chaplain, a father of the church, open up your doors and give to your congregation or community. And even if this person doesn't even go to church, if a homeless man comes in looking for a meal or looking for some coffee or just to, hear him or her, children that are abandoned or things of that nature that come to the church for sanctuary. Why is it so hard for these churches to do that? It shouldn't be. And yet we see it every day that these people turn these people away because they don't look the part. Or they don't fit the financial criteria, or they don't, have the X, Y's, and Z's. That's ridiculous. The church is literally, it says inside of the Bible, come as you are, and you shall not be judged. And yet people are judging off of financial wealth, off of, how a person looks. These type of Christians are the ones that I don't respect. Because you can't call yourself a Christian and you're not willing to sacrifice or to help. When I'm out in public And if I have some type of change on me, like for example, if I bought everything that I wanted for the day, when I get paid on my paycheck or whatever, when I go and get my figures or I get my Legos or I get my comics or something like that, and I'm out on the town and I see a homeless person that literally seems like they need help, I'm giving a couple of dollars. And I don't feel any type of way about it. For the simple fact, I've taken care of my home. I have a place to sleep. I have a place that I can eat. I have a place that I can, recover from where there's nice shelter. It might not be the best of the best, but I still have something. This person has nothing besides the life and the clothes that this person has on their back, and that's it. But that couple of dollars can probably help that person survive another day, and yet people walk by these people every day and don't help. And if you do that as a person, how can you live with yourself knowing that it's cold as shit outside or it's hot as shit outside and this person has nowhere to go? Oh, this person can go to a shelter. Shelters are not the most welcoming places. Oh, they can go to a homestead sometimes. Sometimes homesteads is not the best option because you got to pay for that too. Why are we not doing our Christian duty as a Christian to help your fellow brother or sister that is in need? No matter if they're strung out on drugs, no matter if they're a prostitute, no matter if they're homeless, no matter if they're, struggling, or they're not in the best of nice cars or things. You can't call yourself a Christian and you don't help. You can't call yourself a Muslim if you don't help. You can't call yourself a Catholic and you can't help. These predominant churches that do this, you are disgusting. I'm seeing a lot of churches that are literally out here that is literally charging their congregations thousands of dollars. And for what? To pocket. Because churches don't get taxed. They don't. No religion gets taxed. So therefore, when you put that into context, where is your money going to? But hey, what do I know? I'm not a deacon, I'm not a pastor, I'm not none of that. I'm not. I know churches have bills, but at the end of the day, it gets to a point. Why are we not feeding the need? Why are we not doing drives or community things on Sundays or throughout the week? Not even just Sundays.